What's going on, everybody? It's Super Robot Ed. We got one more video today, and it's going to be Studio 86 Leader Class Slag, or Slug with Daniel, but we all know this is Slag. And we just got him in today, and he is one nice piece. A little fiddly to transform, but he is worth the money to get him because, like I said, we have a nice, robust, full-size Dinobot. And right off the bat, let me tell you, I have been enjoying this little cute little dino mode. He is the cutest, but only because of the movie. In this series, he was more gruff, you know. He's like, excuse me. Whereas in the show, me, Slag, why? Grimlock hit Slag. And Grimlock be like, don't know. But anyway, it's a cool little dino. I've kind of did a little bit of painting on the toes here, because I may chrome it out later. I don't know yet. Having a little fun chroming out a lot of my toys today. There's some things that I like and that I don't like. You know, I did add a little bit of detail here, just to darken it up a little bit, because it's just a little plain and gray. But other than that, once you do that, but before we even get into that, let's talk about Daniel here. And Daniel is, well, he don't look like that Daniel over there. Maybe DNA would make a transformable version of this guy. Until then, like my last video with Grimlock, throw away. Let's talk about the dino. So first things first, he's got the opening mouth that can close. And it's easy. Well, I've been having some issues with that. But you can open it up and you get that, you know, toothless, that mouth that I always love when he just walks in and he still says, excuse me. He's got the Borden, you know, Triceratops flail. He always like the Borden thing, the little Borden symbol. The tail is a funny little thing here, but it is partly with the gun. The underside is pretty clean. It's very similar to the G1 if you ever own the G1. He's got, you know, like I said, toe, you know, he's got his toes that kind of do like this, or legs, you know, they don't really do much. Now be careful, they do come in kind of loose. So, you know, I kind of tighten them up, but not too tight. You can tighten the screw here. So just be forewarned of that. The only part I don't like is these little rinky-dinky legs, and they're on a screw, so hopefully, again, we'll get a third party to give us something a little more, you know, substantial. I don't think we can really take off the hind legs in general, but I mean, if we can get something where it kind of goes into there, that would be kind of cool. Do the horns move? No, the horns don't move. They're pretty static. There he is from the top. I mean, this is Slag all the way. I'm gonna call him Slag for the rest of the video. If you don't like that, hey, you know, watch somebody else's video who likes to cater to Hasbro. This is Slag. This is what Slag is. Not, this is not to, you know, reference anyone or talk about anybody. This is just Slag. It's the name of the character, okay? So the articulation is pretty decent. He does a little bit of an outsplay with the front legs. He can't do it with the hind legs, which I really wish he could. But I mean, still, you know, it's great, and I think it's just due to the articulation in the shoulders when you transform him. But other than that, it's pretty cool. I like it. And we'll look at the box real quick, and we'll do some size comparisons, and then we'll get into transformation. And the box is pretty cool. You know, it's got the open display where they're coming into the Quintesson's lair with the Sharkticons. You see that. You'll see that later in the video. 32 steps to transform, but I never count. The box is pretty nice, just like, you know, just like Grimlock. And it's got everything. It's nice. It's a pretty box. These boxes are pretty cool. And I like that, you know. And Daniel, you can see his face, man. How come, and I got a problem with that. How come here you can see his face, but we can't get that? I mean, you could have got a sticker. No, a sticker would have probably been a bad idea. All right, so let's do some size comparisons. Here, we're gonna move the box out the way. We're gonna put start the show back in. And we're gonna have a few special guests, you know, just for size comparisons here. And before we get into the Dinobots, let's get the creators here that created the Dinobots. Not in vehicle mode, because it's what would a vehicle mode compare to the dinosaurs? But they're the ones that built them. So here is Siege Ratchet, because this is the only Ratchet I can get. I'm not paying $1 million for that Earthrise one. Maybe one day they'll release it, or maybe I'll convert my other Ratchet into an Earthrise one. And of course, here's Wheeljack. And as you can see, you know, they're pretty much, you know, the way it should be. Like, it's a big dino, and they're just looking at him, like, fixing them and everything. Like, don't worry, we're going to put you back together, Slag. Yeah, and with the right parts and everything like that, we can get them fixed. You know how Wheeljack talks. Yeah, you know, I just love this. And we got some more size comparisons, and then I'm going to jump into transformation. Starting off, we also have his buddy, Grimlock, homie, Grimlock. Oh, wait, but there's more. We also have a special guest. I will let you figure out who he is and where company created him. But until then, we have a third-party sludge that's making his way through. And it's surprisingly, they're the same size. He fits in scale well. Let's do a little turn to the side here. Oh, man, that's pretty sweet. I kind of like that. Yeah. So, yeah, they fit rather nicely. And I can tell you, if you remember the Dinobot Wars back in 2013, 2014, 2015, you should have an idea who this is. And this is, I've had this for a while. You know what I'm saying? You know, first person to guess exactly who he is gets their comment pinned in this video. So, you know, there we go. And we'll see him again later. Of course, we'll see Grimlock again later. You know, I'm watching Transformers the movie today. So, what are we gonna do next? Gonna transform my man Slag into robot mode. Oh God, help me. First we lift up the tail, and the gun. Like I said, the gun is the tail, and you just kind of wanna get that out of there and everything. Now, again, like my previous video with what's the guy's name? And I forgot now. Oh, Grindor. He's got some tabs, not as much, but he has some. But he's got some really cool tricks in the transformation that I like as well. And I'm, again, you know, impressed, very impressed with that. And you'll notice here right off the bat with the feet, they fold in, and then they fold in again. And then they fold in another time, kind of. Just remember how it does that. It's like a little thing right there. You lift up and you fold that in. That is so cool. That is so cool. There, you hate Hasbro for that. Wow, I hate Hasbro all you want. That is ingenious, because it does. It just. Let me tell you. You know, do the same thing. Gonna lift that up. So hopefully with the third party can make something out of this that, you know, folds up. So that foot is so thin, and then you just fold it in again, and then you just fold it in again, and then you just fold it in again, and now you got the legs. Now the only problem I had with these little back ends, they kept coming off of the hinge right here. So that was an issue. And besides the extra little pieces here, I'm doing this off of memory, because I remember transforming my friend Slag as a kid. You know, it was seriously, Dinobots weren't that hard to transform. You watch the cartoon, you pretty much knew how to transform. Now, here comes the tricky part. So you gotta kind of pull these apart. These are the, you know, I call it the little board thing there. You pull that apart, because that's going to be part of the transformation. and then fold that down, and then these kind of open up. Oh, wow. Jesus Christ. Thank God these are plastic. Ugh. That's right on video. Dude, that's a blooper. But all you gotta do is put it back on. So, not a problem. Yeah, that kind of can annoy you. Then, after that, what you want to do is straighten out the legs. Because we're almost done, really. You know, almost done with everything. And just kind of flail it back. And what you want to do, now you got them nice and flat, is you fold that. Where's the head? I did something. His head is right there. I can't remember how I got his head out. Okay. Almost through here. Oh, pause for the cost. And I just wanted to show you, you have to open these up. I forgot to do that. And you know, this is why I love doing stuff live, because you can see all the stupid mistakes I make. You have to open that up. And then this kind of folds down, and then the head kind of folds up. So when you see the head fold up there, and I want you to see that, when you see that head fold up, that's where the head is. And then the chest kind of comes up. So then you can bring it all together. Chest comes up. Still feel like I don't have this quite right. There's something missing here. And these things get in the way too. So you just got to be careful with those. And they will get in the way. But the idea is to make that head come together and it's not falling down. See, because it's falling down and that's not what it's supposed to do. Okay. There's something that's supposed to catch there. There we go. Oh boy. And all right, better be quiet for a second. So the fists, when they come out like this, and it's a very important step when you transform him. Shit. There we go. Yeah, use the gun. That you have to turn the fist around. That's the only way it goes in. Like literally, if you do not turn it around, you'll be fighting that fist. And same thing on the other side. So we're gonna use I think I'm gonna chrome that out. That's why I kind of marked it with a gray, silvery Gundam marker. So I'm gonna mark that out. And then after that, what you want to do is you're gonna lift that up. And I do believe that the tail, oh Lord, I forgot what to do with the butt. Doing the butt. No, I ain't taking no damn doing the butt, because y'all people don't understand that. Okay. See, that comes off. That's another problem that I have with this toy today. Like, that stuff just comes off. I don't know why it's doing that. I do notice slides in there at the top. Let's put this back on. That's right. We're going to do this live and direct. And that folds in like that. So it does have some interesting folding mechanics. I still don't like these either, and I'll probably tighten those up later. And let's get them straightened out. And the arms are down. And voila. I still feel like this is not quite right, but I'll have to fix it later. And we have Slag with his nice red head. And let's put the gun in his hand for a nice shot. Yeah, I'm going to chrome those out for sure. And there we go. Now he has a weird look, kind of short and squat there. Like he's got like the skinny arms, like a big body, and he's got these like little legs, because his legs seemed a little kind of misproportioned, but I have to admit it does look like Slag. And that is him. And the head can look up and down. Like I said, I gotta fix that part because I know it's something that's not catching. The arms can spill out to here. And he's got a nice butterfly. That's interesting. And you can fold that down. And I do believe you can, you know, fold those back. So you got more that look. That does look a little better. And then he's got the double elbow. Not double elbow. Yeah, you can say that double elbow. You see right there. But the arm can do a 360, but that's just going to block it. Like I said, the head can turn. But of course, again, he's shielded by the top of the mouth of the Triceratops alt mode. And the gun, it's nice. It fits in his hand like that. And like I said, that's supposed to... like I said, I'm going to fix some things off camera. Because like I said, this is just really open this up. And of course, the legs can do that. Of course, as you can see there, he can do the Captain Morgan. And I believe he can do the kick step. Because the leg kicks back to there. And of course, he has ankle pivot. You can see the ankle pivot. And booyah, we got Slag. Dinobots, don't fool around. Yeah, I don't know what episode that's from. All right, pause for the cause. We'll be back. We're going to do some size comparisons, and then we're going to wrap it up. And time for some size comparisons. And again, we're going to bring in a few more people here. Decepticon, Skywarp, who was in the previous video. Still very good size. Let's bring in an Autobot. And we'll bring in the comedian slash former Cavalier, my man Blue Streak. And you can see, especially with the Autobots, because, you know, remember, they had to actually stop them. So, you know, again, you know, there's that size. Let's get them out the way. And then after that, we're going to, of course, again, bring in the creators of the Dinobots, Ratchet and Wheeljack, one more time for their grand appearance together with Slag as they ravel, and, you know, also hope they don't have to stop them in their relevance of creating such big robots. Love the Dinobots from first season. Second season, I got some issues on that. And of course, now we're going to do some size comparisons with the other Dinobots. Now, again, this is Sludge. And, wow, yeah, they're pretty good in size there. Yeah, you know, until they come out with Sludge, he might actually be on my shelf for a little bit. Yeah, he's just, oh, I tell you, if you can figure out who these guys are, like I said, your comment, first guy to comment, that wins. And then, of course, there's Grimlock. Yeah. Let's get a wider view here. Yeah. They look good together. You know, me, Sludge, follow strongest leader. Me, Slag, like to fight. Me, Grimlock, is the king. Yeah, that's the trio right there, bro. That's the trio. All right. So, let's get the boy out the way. And let's talk final thoughts. But before we do final thoughts, let's get a little bit of the backdrop in this video. And then we'll talk the final thoughts. So, here's the backdrop. Of course, this is the part where they're coming in to the Quintesson's lair. You know, where they had Hot Rod and Cup held up while they were going up against the Sharkticons. And of course, this is kind of the backdrop for that, and you can see it here. And of course, we have Slag in that backdrop. So, what do I think about Slag? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I think he's a great figure. The only issue that I have is some of the parts of the transformation are a little, I put it, a little rough. Some of the paint apps aren't as crisp. When I say that, there's like, it's not as crisp as Grimlock. A lot of the transformation is not as smooth as Grimlock. I think Grimlock's transformation, everything fits. You're not having to go back and clamp parts. Now, it's not anything like Grindor, but there is some room for improvement. But that improvement is just, small and negligible. Obviously, this is way better than the Power to Prime's Dinobots for sure. The G1 look is there. There's decent articulation. Like I said, we don't need to have like a superposable figure. The Dinobots are big guys. They're beefy guys. They're angular, rectangular guys. So just get it out of your head. For those of you that like the movie Dinobots, this ain't for you. This is for the G1ers. And this is very G1. Like I said, there's some paint apps I might apply here and there as I look at whether I want to chrome out a few places here and there or not. But right now I'm happy with the details that I gave him at the moment because it gives me a marker. It makes it gives him a little more presence. I guess Slag is awesome. It's an awesome figure. No matter how you slice it, it's awesome. I'm ready for Sludge. Whatever else they can put out here, I'm ready for. That being said, if you could find Slag now, he's been showing up at Targets really fast. Some people have been reporting him other places. I got mine from CMD store. I bought the wave that came with both him and Grindor. With shipping to where I am, it was $122. And as of now, they're sold out. So, I guess your next spot is to wait for Entertainment Earth to get their shipment, which I understand is supposed to be August. So, happy hunting. I don't really go out to the stores and go hunting. I just have places I go to find my toys. I get his toy. It's solid. I love it. I'm going to play with it. I've got to get out of here so I can start doing my rendering. I'll drive back to the house. Just want to thank everybody again. I'm Super Robot Head. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing. Please tell everybody. Please tell a friend. Please hit the bell. Please subscribe. Why not? It doesn't cost you a thing. And I do all the work. That's all. You know what I'm saying? If you're into Transformers, giant robots, anything like that, this is the place to be because I'm going to get these toys. All right. I want to say peace to everybody. Have a good night. Any news that comes out, I'll see you soon. And let's get those toys. Peace.